Spaceballs, bro. Just listen to this fucking song.
What's up, y'all? It's the Water Report with your host, G_King, and our special host,
Again.
with the vocals.
Again.
Hey, hey.
We're just gonna let this vibe out for a little bit. We gotta make the feel. Get the feel, get the vibe, get the mood set. It's a beautiful fucking Friday morning. What is it, March 1st?
It is March 1st.
It's fucking the first of the month, bro. Shout out
Month,
to everyone getting the welfare checks today.
God
Shout out everyone that's
damn.
gonna exchange those welfare checks for drugs later in this evening. But what's up, man? What's
Not
good?
much,
How's
dude.
your week been? How you been?
Dude, same old, man. Drama here and there. Shit happened with work, so I have to readjust to what's going on, and just like.
Damn, they switched up shit again.
They switch up shit again on me, dude. I'm not feeling it no more. I'm not feeling no more, but I'm still there. I gotta.
Are you looking into like switching up careers,
I'd say-
jobs or whatever?
I'd say now I have. I'm already looking at a different one, different job that should be starting sometime next week. Already got it, so it's already in the bag.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so that's fine. At least for right now. At least I'm straight. This, what we're doing here now, I really can't talk about it on air, but we're just changing up, and it's up to me. I want to change with it. You know what I'm saying? It's ultimately
Continue with it on.
Exactly.
You know.
It's up to me. I want to stay with it and change with what's going on with the company and shit. So.
No, that's too. Like, does it like still fit into like I guess your beliefs in life, or is it kind of
still fits? I will still have flexibility. I will still be able to do everything I want to do, but it's just once again it's change. You just have to change what's going on, and it might take a little bit longer, and more time might be invested in stuff. So
okay.
that's the only bad thing about that.
So the change isn't worth the change, actually.
Who knows?
Are you gonna
Money's there? I'll change with it. If I see it's more difficult than it was before, then I'm done with it.
I believe you.
You know what I'm saying?
It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially if you're working from home. I feel like in a home aspect setting, you have
You
to.
want a pillow, dude?
I got some. Do you?
Oh,
have some?
do you? No, I'm good.
I'm good too.
Oh.
No, I was just saying, like in that type of aspect, I think you just have to choose the best thing. If you're working from home, it's already like it's a given. Like you're in your comfort zone. You have to be comfortable, and you have to like be dedicated to it. But if it's more work, more stress, and you're at home, because people like you have to think about it too. Like when you're out, like when you have to drive somewhere and work, when you drive to your place of establishment or whatever, you technically you like going to work because it's like if shit at home is stressful with whatever you're doing.
Yeah, of course.
And like your de-stressment or like your place away from home is work. But if work is stressing you out, you go back home and like, oh, I'm relaxed. I don't have to deal with that BS and all that bullshit. But if you're stressed at home while working, that's a deadly combination right there, bro.
Yeah, I'm just gonna end it all.
You gonna use that what was it, blueberry noose to end it?
That was the blueberry noose, yes.
Yeah. You might be behind blueberry before you go.
Man. But that's
who knows?
That's only the top part, man. Once again, I just gotta readjust, and like I said, the money's there, and if I'm working a part-time job, making a full-time job money, I'm straight. You know, I still get to do what I want to do.
Oh hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the goal and stuff, man. So
oh, definitely.
I'll talk a little bit more off air about it, but that's what's been going on. Honestly, it's kind of been stressing me out a little bit. Other than that, dude, as you know, I do some gaming, and I am preparing for tournaments that are coming up in April.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? $1 million tournaments, $3 million tournaments. That's if you make it. That's if you qualify. You know what I'm saying? But at least there's $1 million tournaments going on weekly that I have a chance to, make some cash and stuff like
definitely.
that. So that's kind of like the goal, man. Because I do plan on hopefully living off that one of these days.
Oh hell yeah!
That's the goal.
And like I think you've also stressed it a lot. As so 21 Savage would say it now, a lot. No one really wants to do a 9 to 5. No, like that's not that's not the true American dream now. Like the whole aspect of it is like working at certain parts of your day are dedicated to it, but it doesn't consume your whole entire life.
It's we're moving into, and I've talked about this before. We're just it's a different era now, man. It's a different era. Parents let's just say like my dad, who still carries that old school mentality where, he came in as an immigrant. he busted his ass more than 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Working outside, doing what he needs to do to give his kids a better future. Now that future is here. Now, when it comes down to me, that's why there's always conflict between me and my dad. I don't need to be doing that anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't need to go the same path.
That's still kind of like a struggling mentality, like a slave mentality.
He gave us an opportunity, and for us to now redo the cycle, then what's the point of giving us opportunity? I get it; it's better opportunity. But it's not what I want to do. Once again,
definitely, I believe you. I feel like the work ethic should basically pretty much be sort of similar in the fact that like you're gonna hustle and grind and like work your way because you deserve it, you know, and that type of act.
For sure.
So, and I feel like that should still be carried on with whatever you do, even if you decide like if it's like no long days, short days, whatever.
Yeah.
Or Elon Musk 80 weekdays or whatever.
Yeah, 80,
you know, if that floats your boat and you really just want to dedicate to like just your career aspect, go balls deep. Do whatever you need.
But another thing is, of course, I don't want to, you know, I'll make sure everything's set monetarily, like everything's set, bills paid, stuff like that's taken care of before I'm doing what I want to do. You know so the basics are taken care of. It's just now, the extra time I have, I'm going to be grinding it out because, once again, a lot of people already have a career in this. Why can't I have a career in this? You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
It just takes some time, some dedication. It definitely is a little bit of luck here and there, man.
Luck, and then like how much you really want it at the end of the day. Like Joey Diaz, Coco, he was like saying like it just comes down to how fucking hard you want it. If you really want it,
exactly, dude,
you'll be up there like busting your balls, being stressed out about it. Like you'll go through the hardships and all that just to get what you want at the end of the day.
Of course, dude. You know? I mean, like I said, I would say maybe the new American dream for our generation, for the younger generation. Like I said, we no longer need to work, or
the Z Nation is.
We no longer need to follow the same path our parents did.
No.
Especially for immigrants, especially for the Hispanics, for Asians. I mean, just that fresh generation.
Oh yeah. You also got to put breaking barriers.
Is it barriers?
Yeah, you're definitely breaking barriers. You got to think about it. Like, you come in here as an immigrant, you have no recollection of what this country's about.
Yeah.
You have no money, and you got no ways of, like, you have no inside, got no plug, got no connects out there to help you out. You hopefully when you come like that, like, you have at least a family member that helps you out or whatever, but that's still a connection. You take that connection, and whatever you do with that connection, you work hard, you dedicate yourself, you can move up. Like, you make more money, and then once you've reached, like, once you basically escape, I believe, like a poverty level, that's you breaking the barrier. Because, like, no one wants to be, like, impoverished. No one wants to. Like, nobody. People, like, you got to think about it. Like, no matter what social class you're in, dead-ass, broke, you want to be middle class.
You want to
you in middle class, either you content or you want more.
That is true.
Some people.
That is true.
Other things factor into that, like other people, like, oh, like they're middle class, but they're middle class because they have like 5 kids.
Yeah.
And they all do sports, and you got to travel. And
all that good stuff. Yeah, for sure.
You know, like all that stuff contributes into it, but like that slave barrier mentality, like I think in our generation at least, we completely like passed it up. Like we're not there at that point in time. We're not, like, we have different challenges. Our challenges are now becoming like social. Like, how is our not network, but our race or our immigrant status gonna make this whole entire place? How are we gonna break or be accepted with the others? You know.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. Like it's definitely become a race thing as of like what 2 years now.
Really, you think so?
Majorly as soon as Donald Trump like started going into office, the race card has been being played out more. People are like being more stereotypical of shit. The way like certain ethnicities are derived, like how they are depicted sometimes in like movies, like cartoons and all that stuff, like any media, it's still there, and it's like being more like, I think since the president started, I see it being more of a trend of like being more acceptable to like be like that racy.
Can you give an example?
Yeah, a prime example would be Roseanne Barr.
Oh, Roseanne Barr. Yeah.
So let me think. Let me put it into context for you at least.
Yeah.
So she was out of the game, out of like not making any money, no work or whatever, and then all of a sudden, Donald Trump started going into like, what is it called? Rallies, like rallying the troops or whatever. So once that happened, she started coming out publicly saying like she's a Republican, she supports and blah and that. What happens soon after that? Her network comes back. Her network show comes back on ABC, the Roseanne show, but they called it something else. It's like a spinoff of the original one or whatever. Because like I don't think John Goodman was in it because I think they killed him off. Because I think that character had a heart attack. I believe I'm not too familiar with Roseanne.
I'm not too familiar with the show like that.
So like they brought it back. So it was like in recording, it was getting great reviews, and it was like she was talking about like how Donald Trump. She talked about the presidency, immigrant status, and like I think also like wanting the wall.
Yeah.
She later on, week or two after like the success, it was like mid-season, she went out saying that some, what was it, like some Senate member or something like that.
She looked like a monkey or some shit like that.
She looked between like a mix between a Muslim and a monkey. I can't remember
from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah,
She
Caesar.
like one of the chicks from Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, that's a prime example. Like a lot of people said that was perfectly fine and dandy. Other people said no, that's wrong. There's been more rallies with the Klans members.
Of course, because that's not because of the president. Because that's he's okay with. Yeah.
People wearing the "Make America" hat. They're always.
Is that a sign of racism? Or is that a sign of ignorance?
That's definitely a sign of ignorance too. Because I don't think when Donald Trump...
I'm all about free speech, man. I mean, you can say you want the wall, cool, man. Say whatever you want. If people want to say they hate the wall, say whatever you guys want. Mm-hmm. But don't infringe other people's rights. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
You know,
but those people are going to come out and say like, but that's our First Amendment right.
First Amendment right. Talk all the shit you want. Here's the thing. Now, if you get your ass whooped about it, that's
a different story.
That's on you. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want, but there's consequences to everything you do. Mm-hmm. So say whatever you want.
I wish it was that simple though. I wish it just led to getting your ass whooped or whatever, but it doesn't. Like a lot of people die from it.
A lot of people do die for sure.
A lot of people get harmed because of it.
For sure.
Physical and mental harm. Like a lot of people go through PTSD. A lot of people grow up with a distilled hate for a certain culture, a certain skin color because of it too, because they were tormented.
No, I mean, let's say the anti-fast phone. No, not anti-fast phone.
You're talking about college, bro?
No.
You're preventing me from getting my
anti-IFA. FIFA? No, not FIFA.
Not FIFA, bro.
I don't know, dude. There's always clash between them and like the police and stuff like that. But who else? Or remember the Indian dude with the drum with the white kid with
the rally?
Yeah, I mean that was apparently a lot of people don't know the story of that. That actually happened at the end, but before that it was black socialists.
Socialists.
No, not black socialists. Socialites.
Okay.
Or Israelites. They're protesting something, and then the MAGA kids, come in, and I don't know.
So basically, the guy in the drum that you're talking about,
he just came in, just calm down the peace.
Yeah, he came to bring the peace. Like
hey, man, relax. You know.
Like I guess what people don't understand is like when those kids were standing off, that was like towards the end.
Yeah.
That was towards the end. He had already had like with the drum just like been beating it, and like people had like been simmered down, but when that happened.
Yeah.
It was a lot louder and a lot more rowdier, I guess.
For sure.
And I definitely heard about that and like.
But, I don't know, man. It's
well, just look at that. Like in that instance, like those kids, like when we were in high school, did we have the balls up to like just be like that? Like no, like not just saying us, but like you didn't. You heard about it, but it wasn't being accepted. Like there was more people against it than for it.
Remember we used to do walkouts. And you just go to Chicago, and for all the Hispanics.
Well, remember,
happened a few times in senior year of high school for us.
It was like in Des Plaines or whatever.
Yeah, what's Des Plaines?
But that happened when we were like in 7th grade, because like certain.
What's 7th grade? That was high school.
No, that was 7th grade.
Okay.
It was before high school. So basically, I think it was like Des Plaines or something like that. There were certain high schoolers, Latin kids, Mexican or whatever. They were getting notes in their lockers and like their thing to like leave that they're gonna be lynched and killed off and blah blah and that. So there was like a whole entire like racist thing, and that's when like the walkouts were happening out. Like they were even saying like ICE was at Walmart, and like they even did like the day without like an immigrant type of shit. And they've been doing that. That's like another thing that's been like reoccurring. But like they started that out back like when we were like in 7th or 8th grade.
But that shit's been going on for ICE stuff like that's been going on for the longest, man.
Oh yeah, it's never gonna end.
I don't know if you know, but you know how Obama was in office.
Mm-hmm.
He had the most deportations, and
he did
out of all presidents so far.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes down to Trump, I'm not too sure where he ranks, but
I don't know, man. He separates little children from his families and detains them like in different camps.
I heard that started still with the Obama administration.
It wasn't to that like no, you're right. It did start.
Do we know to that extent?
But like
we don't know.
The largest extent and the most well known is.
We only know what the media gives us.
Yeah.
And the media doesn't like Trump.
No one likes Trump.
No one likes Trump, but the media definitely doesn't like Trump. So they're gonna. I'm not a Trump fan, so they're gonna depict him definitely in the worst eyes possible.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Versus Obama, at least has a little bit more support.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not gonna attack him as much as they're doing Trump. But that shit was probably still going on. Families being separated. But I don't know.
I don't know. There's been a lot of death in those camps too because of the kids. Like a lot of them would
get sick. They don't know how to treat them. A lot of sexual abuse.
Yeah.
A lot of sexual abuse, which
a lot
is
of kids
horrible.
like don't even remember where they're from anymore because they're that small. They don't know who their parents are, what their names are. You know, it's all a big old mix up.
I don't know, man. I don't know if there's ever what's there to do. Who knows? I mean, you can look at a political side. You can look at a humanitarian side. But right now, no side is the correct one, I guess. Well, I mean, this correct side, but
it just depends on the
exactly
perspective of people.
Perspective of people, for sure, man. Man, what a weird topic to get into. Just straight up,
straight up facts. Like we went into just real life topic shit. Like it's good.
That is real life topic shit, man.
Yeah, it affects us in a different way.
It does. It affects us at Does it actually affect us though, man? At a small percentage, it affects us. Because you gotta look at this. I mean, it's not our families anymore. They already went through. They could be.
You gotta have, I guess, sympathy.
Sympathy for sure. For sure. But the only thing we're doing is, we listen and we give sympathy, but that's all. What we're doing right now, we're just talking about it, but we're putting some light to it. But that's all. We're not doing anything else. Like.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's only so much you can do, and then if you do want to do something, where do you start to do something?
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure there's like outreach organizations and stuff like that.
For sure. No, for sure. But
you're right. Like, we're just talking about it. That doesn't mean we're going to fix the problem. That doesn't mean...
We put a little light on it.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Two Hispanic dudes start talking about it, but are we truly going to do something? No. Does it truly affect us? Not another way of living? No.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the harsh reality of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because... No, you're right. That is
we're just going to go on with the life. Even though we're Hispanic and stuff, we're just going to go on with our life. We're not actually going to do anything else. And I mean, those actually do something about it. I mean, awesome,
props
good
to
for
you.
you. Props to you. Yeah, kudos for you. That's what you. It's kind of like you're selfish in a way. Mm-hmm. Everyone's selfish. Yeah. Everyone's selfish. I want to do different stuff in my life. I don't care what other people. What happens to other people. What happens to. And in a way, being selfish, you kind of. I don't say you cut yourself off from the world, but you're like, all right, this is happening, but I'm not going to pay attention to this. I got to keep going on my
Do you think that type of behavior stems from, like, our parents? Like how you were saying, like, we have, like, the parents that are trying to break barriers and, like, always focus on working and stuff like that. Seeing how, like, genetically we're already, like, we are passed on traits. We also are passed on behaviors and, like, certain idealistic, like, I guess, mindsets or whatever. Do you feel like that's still with us, that we're so embedded in like making us go ahead, like say like us, your family, like seeing us go ahead to where we're less like I'm gonna put it like more, we don't see that as like a potential like harm or like affecting us because we don't see ourselves in their position. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like, we just want us to excel and like prosper, and it's like we want them too, but like we're not doing anything for them. Like, we're just like still staying in our lane and just focused on us.
I think it comes down I can't even call it selfishness because being selfish is not a bad thing. It's just not something you.
But like, would you even call that being selfish, or are you calling that being focused? Because I think
no, not exactly. That's because I don't think you call it selfish. It's more
like
being focused.
Because our life is being so focused on us. Like if our life revolved around helping immigrants, then I think that would be a different story. But like we're focused on us right now.
I think it's all perspective. some people think what we're doing is you're not helping your own people, or other people or another side would say, well, you're living your life. You have to live your life. Mm-hmm. Once again, it doesn't affect us because we have no our family already went to
those hardships for us.
Already went to the hardships. You know what I'm saying? Getting papers, becoming a U.S. citizen. They already went to that hardship, dude. Mm-hmm. So now we're first generation. Now that's not something for us to worry about anymore. Could it be? Yeah, for sure. Some of us do dedicate our lives to do that. Others, we want to live a life because we're only here for a short time.
Yeah.
We gotta hit, do different things.
We gotta hit all our milestones by.
Yeah, exactly, man. So I don't know. It's a weird because a weird position to be in.
I would say so. It's awkward.
Yeah,
because like you know what is right and wrong, and you like through, I guess like thinking about it like this. Oh, es tu raza. They're your people. Like you should help out your people and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it doesn't always play out like that.
No, at the end of the day, well, I gotta focus on my shit.
It's like I gotta pay my fucking bills.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta wipe my own ass, not your ass.
Yeah,
type of
exactly.
Shit.
And like I said, it's another thing. People that talk about greed, having greed is not a bad thing.
No, it isn't.
But it all depends on perspective. Once again,
mm-hmm.
Some people say greed's good. Some people say greed's bad. So it's always 50-50. It's never gonna be. It's never black and white.
Very black and white.
It's very black and white.
Mm-hmm. So. Almost grayscaled.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. I mean,
it's almost, you know what it is? It's like negative. You know, like when you flip the
colors.
The colors to a negative. Like that's what it is. Like we see either black and white or negative.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Like that's literally how we see shit. Like there's two different perspectives, black and white, and we always see the negative of every situation.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. So there's some truth getting thrown in here, man.
Yeah, man.
Some
facts,
motherfucking truth,
knowledge.
Dude. I can't wait for that core to be longer because it's gonna be a better.
It would be a better
view for sure.
Angle.
For sure, yeah.
Hell yeah. But definitely, what's it called? Switching on like different topics and just talking about different shit. You know who Tristan Thompson?
Oh, dude,
Laugh it out, bro. Laugh it out.
That dude's savage, bro. Yeah, you want to tell the story, bro? Tell the story, man. I like the story. It's a good story.
So all I really know about it, Tristan Thompson?
Yeah.
Thomas or Thompson? Thompson was caught cheating with Khloe Kardashian's sister Kylie's best friend named Jordan Woods. Somewhere in, was it Cleveland or was it back?
I think it's back in LA, dude. I think.
Because he technically plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, man, I think it's somewhere there. I think the Cavaliers. Maybe she flew out there or some bullshit like that.
That's what it's like saying. Like, supposedly they're at like a party or an after party after a game or something like that. And they both showed up, but he told everyone to put their phones away. And everyone put their phones away, but it's still leaked. But the thing is, I feel like this is all set up from the Kardashians, man.
You
like,
think it's a setup?
Dude, think about it. Like, this dude was caught cheating.
Conspiracy, bro?
It's a conspiracy, bro. Like, it's a conspiracy. No, think about it. Like, before Khloe was had the baby, this dude cheated.
Yeah.
And I think after the baby, he was caught like with someone else, and then this. So like, it could have been like twice. So right now, it's like, instead of her like being like, no, F you, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
He's like, we're going to make a story out of it because I'm already done with you. Let's make another story. Let's make it even better. You're going to hook up with my sister's best friend. Like, doesn't that sound like a little bit too much to me? And how come shit's always happening to her?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Like Lamar Odom, crackhead.
Oh, you mean to the family?
No, she's I don't like the family's staging everything, but like it's always her that's always like all these dudes are doing her wrong. Like she's dated like
she's the least popular out of all of them.
I would say like the other one, Courtney is. But then again, I don't know.
The thicker girl, right?
No, Chloe's the one that like dated Lamar Odom, James Harden, French Montana.
The list goes on.
Yeah, man, she's like the superhead of like the Kardashians. You know who that superhead is, right?
Yeah, I know superhead.
The video vixen for all the viewers that don't know, the video vixen from like late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah,
that was like everyone's music video, but like was fucking everyone too. So. And then this morning, I don't know if you saw this, Travis Scott just got like caught and he had to cancel a show because like supposedly he got caught cheating.
Oh, he got caught cheating? So
yeah.
that's maybe true. Well, first of
this
all,
is
man,
all sus, man. Like, how come right now? How come now? She hasn't been in the spotlight for a bit. How come now shit's popping off?
Because they're talking too much about her sister.
I feel like they're all jealous of the attention.
I don't know, dude.
Shit, like a week or two ago, Fabiola showed me a picture of Kim Kardashian, and she's like, read the article, and it said Fashion Nova had already copied that style of dress, and it was like literally 12 hours after she was like seen in it. Fashion Nova came out with their own thing.
Wow.
I feel like they all have like turns. Like, all right, it's your week to get
to
some
be in the
attention.
headline. Possibly. I mean, they're a pretty wealthy family, especially fucking. What's the younger one? Not the younger one.
Kendall, Kylie.
Kendall, and then Kylie. Kylie is the one that's I would say this the one that's the brightest one right now. The one that's kind of like the most popular.
Yeah. Not the
For
brightest
sure.
one, but definitely the most popular.
Yeah, not the brightest one, but
No.
yeah, that's the one that has the limelight right now.
Yeah, I feel
For sure.
that way.
But I don't know, man. It's
Like, all right, so like, how come these two girls always are getting into those type of scandals? When is Kim gonna come out and say like Kanye cheated on me?
maybe because they have their own scandals. Kanye already has fucking mental health issues. Maybe that's already big enough.
Yeah, you're right.
Who knows, man? Who knows that family, dude? With so much fucking money, I don't know, dude. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't fucking tell you.
They always
couldn't
like
fucking
they
tell
always
you, man.
make themselves be like a part of the spotlight. Like they're, like I'm saying, like they haven't been in like the public's like they've always been in the public's focus and attention span for like what 10 years now, at least.
10 years, bro. We're talking about since OJ, man.
Oh damn, you're technically right.
Since OJ,
I was
bro.
just talking about like not so much their father because like
Even him, dude.
even he had a lot, but like I was talking more or less of the fact like the whole Kardashians, like they're like they have so many like spin-offs, like not real spin-offs, but like reality TV show. They all have like a makeup line, they all have like a clothing line somewhere, a shoe line. Like they're ambassadors to so many things.
They are. In this
She's the reason why Fire Festival Kylie blew up.
blew up, yeah.
Because they wired her how much? Like $25,000?
$250,000, dude.
Just to like put up a
suit.
post, like a green, orange tile or
Orange
something.
tile, dude. So many influencers got the orange tile.
Yeah.
Which, for people that don't know, man, they're thinking, or Ja Rule's thinking about doing a second Fire Fest, a second one.
Did you see his reaction he got from Milwaukee Bucks for the 90s night?
Dude, yeah, I did.
No one fucking clapped
No
for
one
him.
gave a fuck, dude. I could give two fucks too, dude. Shit. Well,
He's like, oh, this is 90s night, so they booked a 2000s rapper. Blah,
Are you ready? Are you ready?
And his voice cracked too in the middle of it.
I guess you ain't.
Milwaukee wasn't having it, bro.
Milwaukee did not give two shits about you, bro.
They didn't want Ja Rule, they wanted DMX.
Every time I hear Ja Rule, I automatically think of DMX for some reason. It's murder.
I think he just got out.
Can you play a song?
I think he just got out of the jail not too long ago.
DMX?
Yeah, like I think he was caught driving with a suspended license, high off crack or some shit like that.
My god.
And damn, what was it?
It's murder.
And he spent like maybe 2 years in jail or something like that. Is it called murder, bro?
I don't know. It's just he screamed it's murder, and that's like they can remember.
Doesn't
I think it was a fight in the kid that started like saying that, like it's murder. No, it's Chris and Leah.
Yeah. This is the stuff that I don't know. I was never really into DMX. Were you?
Not DMX. I'm talking about Ja Rule when he says it's murder.
Oh, I thought you said DMX, bro.
Hey.
But yeah. Enough with that. I don't know. Like I just feel like everything's on stage with that family and stuff. Like
Possibly,
nothing,
dude. You know what? Possibly.
shit just doesn't seem or sit right like organically with me.
My question is, when do you live a normal life? And I'm not saying normal, like not be
In the spotlight.
in the spotlight, but I'm saying like avoid drama. Like I don't know. And then for the dudes, I don't know. This not for a question for the dudes. Tristan Thompson, why are you banging someone else, man? When you have a fucking wife,
Yeah, they're married too, aren't they?
Wife.
And they have a kid together. Recently born.
Like, I don't know. As a dude, I get it, I guess. You want to smash every piece of ass. But it comes down to, how old is he?
27.
Ah, shit, he's our age, man.
Fuck. No, like, I'm just saying, like, in this context, like, why did you go through all of it if you still want to hold around? Like, you didn't have to get married. You could have broke up with her. You could have had her as a side piece.
Does money make you invincible at one point?
Yeah, man. Jordan Belfort. Grand example.
Like, mentally, like...
You feel invincible because, like, you can buy anything anything your heart desires. You can
fix stuff with money, dude. You can do a lot of stuff. But it's like...
At the end of the day, it's all superficial. Like, it doesn't, like, it won't make up for any problems that you have. It won't, like, make you internally, like, self-esteem feel better. There's no benefit to it. You get only physical or, like, stuff that, like, food. You waste money on food regardless of the fact. But, like, if you're spending $10, $50, you just burnt $50 on food.
Don't you want to follow
the vegan lifestyle, bro?
No, the LeBron, how can I say it? LeBron, not schedule.
LeBron James.
Checklist. Go through what LeBron James does, because you don't hear him in the news for anything like that, dude. Go try to follow his path, almost in a way. He has a wife. He has 4 kids.
I think it's only because he hasn't
motivated.
He truly hasn't wanted to be in the spotlight. He still loves his privacy, enjoys it. Like, these girls, they don't know what privacy is. They don't know.
I say, dudes. Now I'm talking about like all professional athletes now. Like, don't you want to follow a good path to where you're gonna have
prime example,
longevity,
like success,
money, especially money, dude. That's the biggest, because there's a lot of broke professionals out there, man.
Oh yeah.
NFL,
because they didn't know how to invest their money. They didn't know how to save it or invest it.
NFL
somewhere.
and NBA is the biggest ones. I don't hear MLB, the Major League Baseball. I don't hear like drama with people are broke with that.
The only drama I really hear is only if they cork their bats or if they're on steroids. That's the only thing.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing here. But blowing money out the ass, nah.
They party though. They party.
They party.
But they're very secretive and lucrative.
Yeah, they're definitely more secretive about it. But as always with
there's also more harsher. They're also more harsher, bro. Like if there's certain things that if they're caught drinking it or like I don't know, they're more stricter in what they do because like they get fined a lot higher, I believe, or something like that. Or they also get suspended again. They also get suspended from games, and like in order for you to get paid,
30 games.
In order for you to get paid, you have to play the game.
Yeah.
So like that's where like, oh, I can't pay my car this month. They're gonna
repo all that good shit.
Repo that
but,
shit.
But yeah, man. But I was just saying, like, don't you, as a professional athlete, don't you want to? I get it. You have money. And I guess I don't know, man. Maybe because they're young. They're fucking young. Especially with artists too. Everyone's young. Everyone that gets big is young.
It's because they
don't know what to do with the money.
Yeah,
so they just go fucking crazy.
Because like when you're growing up broke and shit, you don't learn how to save up money because you don't get that money.
You don't learn. When I made a nice chunk of change, yeah, I've done some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But fuck, that's my type of dumb shit. You know, my type of extra change and shit. But I don't know. I think it's always to have a. And I'm just saying out of my perspective or my experiences. Yes, you can have a team telling you what to do, but then ultimately it's your decision. And it's up to you if you want to do it or not. I know for me, if I had a team surrounding me a couple years ago, I probably would have still done the dumb shit. So I'm like,
yeah, influence.
Like hypocritical.
If you're influenced by people that do dumb shit, you will do dumb shit.
Yeah.
Prime example: Justin Bieber, hanging out with Lil Twist and like all them other like trash rappers. They turned him to like a trash person. Look at him now. He's married to what? Bella Hadid or no, not Bella Hadid. Some.
Cabinet. They need better guidance. Most people don't know how to be millionaires. It feels like endless supply of money, but it isn't. It is true.
Yeah, that is very true.
It's true. And I talked about this in previous podcasts and Daily Insomnia on the Water Report. Having that team. But once again, even what I went through, I could have a team surrounding me, but I'm still going to, if I want to blow the money, I'm going to blow the money. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, you're right. I think...
But I want to like... Why is LeBron different from a lot of athletes, though?
He's different in the fact that I feel like he followed someone more successful than him or someone that he found more successful,
and
he learned how to like become financially stable.
He started early with the team. He started his
right out of high school.
His best friend from high school, dude. He's the one. He's his manager. He manages everything, business wise and everything. At a young age, someone as young as you.
You also gotta remember, like, you just think about it in like academia. Like, you go and study in order for you to become more knowledgeable and more wisdom and all that stuff.
For sure.
So like, these guys definitely had to have learned from someone else that they felt confident enough, and that was like giving them and distilling them these good points, or like, hey, like, go ahead and buy that, but like save a little over here, because in the near future you might be able to invest in like a restaurant or something small and stuff like that. Like, investing, like, these guys have good investments, and they have a good team that helps them invest their money wisely. And I feel like that's why they're being, like, LeBron is very successful in the fact because, like, he's not in the spotlight only when the season's on or if they see him out and about. But he's private. He invests his money like secretively. He's making a lot, and he's out there too. Like, he's making Samsung. He's making Sprite commercials. He's making Samsung commercials. He has his own spot with, I think, HBO called The Shop, or what's his show called? The Shop or something like that?
The Shop, yeah, on HBO.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, these other rappers, or like, prime example in Middle Child, J. Cole literally says, "I studied the best. That's why I'm the greatest right now." He studied what made these other people successful, and like copied that and implemented it in his life, in his like career. That's why he's on top. Like, look at him. He literally drops music whenever he wants. He does music whenever he wants. He looks like he's not even stressed, man.
Are you talking about LeBron still?
J. Cole.
J. Cole. Oh, we're talking about J. Cole. Okay.
Like, he was at the All-Star weekend because it was in Charlotte.
And I heard he threw a great show.
I saw that. It was good. But he was out there in the dunk contest, and like, in one of the shots, the other guy made it. I can't remember his name, but he runs up and tries to dunk it, and and the ball, like, he actually grabbed the rim and dunked it, and he's dunked. He's done it. Like, I've seen him do it. But like, the ball like bounced out, but it looked like, when they took the picture of it, it looked like the cleanest fucking.
Really, I got to look it up.
It was so nice.
Cabinets. He says Brian was always involved in more than just basketball. Found multiple sources of income, so the money never runs dry. That could be a mistake for guys and girls' single source of income.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with that. Sure. I definitely agree with that.
But now let's talk about this. Zion Williams from UNC or I think it's one of those two. I don't know.
Okay.
He is, I believe, 19, going to the league next year.
Oh, okay.
He is one of the most hyped basketball players right now.
Oh, okay.
My question is he gonna build a team? Or is he going to go in there and be like, let's say, I think Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball was hyped up in college, too.
He was too hyped up.
And then all of a sudden he goes into the league and he's like, all right, he's kind of mediocre.
There's
Duke. Okay, he's in Duke. Okay.
Duke, thanks. What's it called?
My question is, now, for someone like him at 19 years old, what is he going to do now? Is he going to take the LeBron path? Is he going to take the, not the LeVar path, what's the guy's name again?
Who?
LeVar Ball, not the one.
Lonzo Ball?
Lonzo Ball. He's going to follow the Lonzo Ball lane. Like, what's going to happen to him?
You have to know, like, a lot of these rookies do suffer because you get the aspect of college ball and NBA is a little bit different because they play two halves, two like 20-minute halves.
Yeah.
NBA, it can go 12-minute quarters.
For sure.
And then like still that can drag on for like even longer.
Yeah, right, for sure.
So I've heard a podcast with like Nate Robinson and Carlos Boozer that they did like last May, and they talked about like kind of like starting out as rookies and then like, and because like they're talking about like D Rose and how like he was like at his hype, like he was hyped and he was also good, but all his injuries like made his like mental like decline, and that's the same thing that happens with like rookies too. They go in, or even Lonzo Ball, he goes in very hyped, he's all confident, but once these other bigger players with more experience and more knowledge of the game start shutting you down and making you feel like shit, you ain't as good as you think you are. It all becomes a mind over matter thing.
It is.
At the end of the day.
And it's such a young age too, man. It's such a young age. 19, 20 years old, playing in a professional league. Mm-hmm. That's fucking tough, man. That's motherfucking tough, dude.
You're the youngest and smallest on a team that. Like,
but there's so much more expectation. You're coming out of college as the best of the best.
But that still doesn't amount.
They require your array to play your best of the best. You're required to be Jordan basically against these teams.
Rookie.
As a rookie.
Yeah, as a rookie.
As a motherfucking rookie. Like, you're Jordan.
Basically, you have that much hype.
And all of a sudden, they don't live up to the hype and they just decline. And like you said, it's a mental thing.
It's a mental thing.
It's
a lot of them, like, there's a lot of psychologists that are just sports therapy psychologists. That's like what they do. Like, a lot of people, I wouldn't doubt if LeBron James goes to like a therapist and like just talks about LeBron James.
Which I've done therapy before, and it's good. It feels good to talk
it's
to
good
someone
to decompress. Yeah.
To just, you know what I'm saying? Because with your friends and family, you're gonna get opinions.
Oh yeah.
With a therapist, you're gonna get like, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, they're gonna dissect it.
And you go deeper into what really makes you. Okay, I feel sad. What makes you sad? Boom, you go through all the way through your childhood. What makes you sad? You come back like, all right, I feel good.
Yeah,
all
once you learn why, the root cause of like anything like that, you make up for like the multiple times you will be sad. Like, does this stem to that? Like, no, like there's no reason to be sad. Like, it's a release. It's a decompression. Like, so like that's what I'm saying. Like sports psychologists, they exist and they're out there. Like they work with a lot of rookies. And then like I'm pretty like LeBron James and like all that. Like I wouldn't doubt him. Even like Chris Bosh, D Rose, they had some type of therapy. They had to have some type of therapy to like to build themselves back up.
Now my another question is, these agents, man, don't they have some type of like, all right, this is my guy. I gotta make sure he's mentally healthy, physically healthy, financially healthy, so I can make the most money too?
The agents belong to an agency.
But even as an agency, in order to make money, we need to make sure this guy's career goes long as possible.
They only care about your performance. They don't care about your mental capabilities.
And that's where it's wrong. And that's what I think.
And then
wrong.
you also got to think about agents have multiple.
For sure, multiple people. Yeah.
Multiple people that they manage. They're just like, all right, you got an interview here. All right, they want to do this type of deal with you. All right, they want to do that. They want to do that.
So that's the agent's point, is to find business.
Mm-hmm.
Find business for you to work at. Okay. As an agent, though, I would also, all right, cool. You're gonna be in my team. We're gonna get you a therapist. We're gonna get you someone's gonna manage your money. I'll bring in the money, but I'll bring someone else to manage it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring in a let's say hypothetically personal trainer. These three are gonna be your part of your team. Anything you need, you go to them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring in the business.
That is your support
but
group.
As an agent, I know, like, all right, I'm making a good investment, or my investment is making a good investment to prolong his career, and for me to also be able to find business easier. So everybody eats, man. Everybody fucking eats.
Yeah.
But my question is, how come there's not more of that?
Because if more people are in the pot, that means less money distributed.
For sure, but there's longevity though. There is longevity. Cool.
So, I don't know. Maybe some people don't want to play for the NBA for 15 years, 20 years. Or
you know what I'm saying? Go in there for 5, make 20 million, and
probably.
Work out. Yeah, cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, even in the NBA, I mean, you can live you can have a long career, man. Look at what's his face from the Raptors,
Dirk Nowitzki. He's like around 40.
Dunk guy. He dunked over the one dude in the Olympics. What's his name? He plays with the Raptors right now. Not the Raptors. He's been there for a minute.
You talking about Ginobili?
No, not Ginobili, dude.
He's up there too in age.
Oh, for sure.
Even Tony Parker, they all retired like up in like their 30s.
Oldest NBA player.
That's a good question, man.
Player right now.
Right now, no.
He won a dunk contest. Vince Carter.
Vince Carter, he's up there.
Vince Carter, yeah, dude. He's 42, dude. Still playing NBA. He has to be doing something to his body, man. Because I mean, he's playing.
So LeBron James too.
Cabinet. Agents negotiate contracts with teams' organizations. Beyond that, their control is limited with the player. Players need to be smart enough to be self-operating or hire a financial advisor, life coach, etc. Cool. Yeah, for sure. No, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But if a young player doesn't know to get these people, who is there to kind of show them the ropes? Who's there to tell them, like, hey, you need to get this? A player, I mean, 19 years old, bro. Coach? You think I was thinking about therapy?
Nah,
dude. No one. I'm just here to play. Whatever happens.
I think at that aspect, it would be like, coach, hey, man, you doing good? Like, your coach, I think your coach has to be there.
Let's say NBA, you have 20 players?
You got 20 players.
NFL, you have 66 plus. Hockey. I mean, I don't know hockey. Hockey, you probably have
12 or some shit like that.
That's a big team. I think it's like 22, 25.
Oh damn.
A lot of rotation stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also keep in mind a lot of players are coming from disadvantaged backgrounds, so they don't know any better. I agree. This falls on the coach. He is the guidance. It does fall on the coach.
The coach is the guidance, but like,
so many other players.
But just like how he said, like they also come from like disadvantaged, impoverished areas.
Yeah.
They don't know anything about therapy. They probably grew up. They probably grew up thinking.
No.
Fuck. Well,
we lost video.
So
audio's still here.
Audio's still here, so we're large and in charge. Well, like you said, you probably noticed that the camera angle was a little bit different this time around, but it's not different. Like we got a new camera. Testing it out. So whatever. We got plenty.
Yeah, plenty video.
But anyways, I don't know. I feel like
okay. Now let's talk about. We talked about this before. Mental health.
Mm-hmm.
In an immigrant family, Hispanics, and minority groups, mental health doesn't exist.
No, they think you're crazy or something.
You think you're crazy for not being able to control your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all.
That you should go to sleep or you're
sleep
stressed out.
Yeah. You're stressed out. Here's a Pepsi. Here's some Vaporub. Fucking, you'll be right. So I agree on that. The dude come from, but it's more like it's a cultural thing. So for minorities, it's a cultural thing that mental health does not exist. So it was Hispanic dude, black dude. Yeah, they probably see his therapy as a sign of weakness. I don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or I mean, a black player or a Mexican player or maybe Asian player. Or,
it's like it's very cultural. Like it's
that's
very
cultural for sure. But let's say you were to go to the NBA. I'm not saying you will, or I'm not saying you can.
I could always stream, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for ruining my dreams.
At 27 years old.
At the tender age of 27, I realized I could never play professional ball.
Kevin says, well, it's been fun. I'll shoot a follow to you guys. Hello, follow. Good discussion. Unfortunately, I got to get back to work. Awesome, dude. You take it easy, man.
You take it easy, man. Dude. Thank you. We appreciate you. Please follow.
Please, yeah. Please go follow. Appreciate you, man. Take it easy. So, once again, who's going to help these? I mean, parents can only do so much, but once again, coming from a minority family, they're going to have different mindsets. Who's going to help these athletes at a young age? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe start at high school. Shit, I don't know. Like, I would love someone to have like a therapist in high school for sure.
I feel like that would be very beneficial for any.
Dude, especially the young one,
especially being that young, because like when you're that young, you haven't found your stamp. You haven't found
like mental health. Why don't we offer this at a younger age for us? I know it's a money thing, but god damn, like I would have loved to have a therapy. I was a coach, but someone.
I would just love, like, just being like, hey, like, how you doing? Like, hey, is everything all right? Like, this might sound weird, but is everything okay? Like, are you doing okay? Like, you good? You know, like, that's very, like, when people ask us how we're doing, it's very, like, why are you asking me? Like, what's up? Like, do I look weird? Like, what's going on? Yeah. Like, you even put up, like, your own self defense mechanisms to, like, be like, what's going on? Like, what the fuck? You know? Like, it's, like you said, it's a cultural thing, but it's also, like, it's not really accepted in society all too well. It's
not, but
it's becoming
more because it's actually there. Mental health is definitely something to really pay attention to, man. But I feel like starting at a young age, having a therapist for, I don't want to say kids, because I mean,
they need it too.
Even for kids, fuck yeah. Start at a young age to talk about problems. How better can society be?
I think way more better.
You're starting from the root of everything. How much better can it be?
No, hell yeah. No, it definitely is, because, like, I think one reason why we technically don't tell anybody.
How many more people will not be on pills?
I feel
will not be on any type of medication.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, a lot of it's come down because, like, hey, no one's actually, like, how are you doing? Like, a simple, like, how are you doing can mean the world to someone that's, like, fucking, like, on edge.
Some kids have problems at home that are affecting them. Having that therapist, like, okay, well, like, how does that make you feel? Like,
it doesn't even have to be necessarily a therapist. It could
I know
be, like,
teachers too, but teachers, man, they gotta take care of so many kids.
Yeah,
and they gotta worry about work and school books and teaching the class certain subjects. But having that, I'm good, man. Thank you. But having someone just dedicated to the kids, I mean, I feel like they'll do wonders at a young age.
It would help them out.
At a young age, middle school, junior high school for sure. Mm-hmm. High school for sure. Because I feel like that's where you get stressed. You're trying to find your circle. You're trying to find your identity. You're senior year of high school. You gotta you gotta figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life. Go to college. It's a lot of pressure. Do this, do that. It's a lot of questions. Why don't we offer this more?
Who knows, man? It's starting to become more acceptable now. You gotta remember that.
Yeah, for sure. If someone with depression, like, I accept you having depression, but let's find a way to work through that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's find the root cause.
But, I mean, now that I think about this, I mean, it's especially now there's a lot of divorced
parents.
Or not even divorced parents because they never got married. Just kids with two parents going to two different households. Like my daughter right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with her mother, but, like, I wonder how that's going to affect her now. Now that we bring this up,
because of not having a stable like household, right?
It could be stable.
It's stable. I'm not saying it's not stable.
Yeah, it could be stable. But
she's growing up like, oh, my friends, their parents live in the same household.
They're together.
They're together. My parents aren't. And she might, I don't know, maybe they'll make her like one day be like, oh, then I'm not good enough to have like my parents like be in the same, or like
exactly.
They might fuck them up
how
like
this is actually gonna? I know it says like you want to start them young. Mm-hmm. You know, kind of know, like, all right, this is what norm is. But how do they really feel? Do we know that? No, we do not know.
I feel like you probably should, in a way, like, start at a young age, like how you're saying. And just be like, hey, how was school? Anything bother you? Was everything okay?
Like, kids don't want to tell their parents everything. And I get that, because I'm the same way. Still, today's day, certain topics can I talk about. Talk about with other people. I know money's an issue. For if you want to hire like a private therapist or have a therapy session, I mean that's expensive for sure.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But
I think just like distilling like maybe a belief, not a belief, but like the belief that they can always come to you and tell you shit, but also a trust, because at the end of the day they have to know that you're willing to listen and like not judge them like that, because like that, like how you said earlier, like you tell like friends and family certain deep shit, they'll give you an opinion and they'll make you feel bad because you feel that way or something like that. And the therapist doesn't. So like, I don't know. Yeah, I think you just have to like yo, it's all good, it's all safe. Tell me what you need to do. But if you do need the help, let's go get you the help.
Yeah, let's go get you the therapist or whatever we need help in, especially like so mentally. But who knows? I mean, I wonder how schools nowadays do it. Do they have anyone like that in schools? I know we have counselors. I know we have counselors.
From what?
But that's a different type of counselor, though. That's like for schooling.
Yeah, but they're still there for that type of purpose too. They still offer that like type, even though it's like more like guidance counseling for school.
It's a guidance.
But they, in their job description, they're entitled to like be there for a student if they need like emotional support.
Yeah. It's what it is, man.
And I know, talking from like my younger sister, and like even remembering back like in like earlier childhood, like elementary and high school and all that stuff. I remember there always was at least one person that was a therapist, but like certain people went to her. Like if the teachers felt like you needed to go, or like there's disturbance or some shit like that, I think they would set something up with you.
But I go back to that, like, now I'm thinking about it, like, it goes back to, once again, culture. It comes back to culture.
Yeah, because they technically have to get permission from the parents to do it.
And they think mental health is weak, then it's going to be weak. If it's mental health issue, then it's going to be a positive outlook on it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But we could go on for hours for this.
We could, but I think
it's a discussion topic that we definitely bring up a little bit more.
Hell yeah, even with different people, and see what their take on it is too.
It's just, I know, like I said, I've battled with some stuff like that. You've battled with stuff like that.
No, definitely.
We're definitely a little bit more open about it than most people. Because at the end of the day, we're fucking human, and it is what it is. Certain things affect us differently. We have certain experiences. But yeah, man, I mean, you want to end it here?
Yeah.
Keep going on for a little bit?
Nah.
I mean, We'll definitely get a longer. We're gonna get better battery, a longer cable.
Yeah, those definitely will come in next week. But I was just anxious and like eerie just to try.
Just try it out. Yeah,
Hell
it
man.
doesn't look bad. It's just, unfortunately, we gotta make this look better for sure.
It could be the browser too, or something like that.
Yeah, we just gotta figure that out. But yes, guys. If you guys want to follow us, let me bring it up
on our social media sites. So there's _King on Instagram,
which will change. Actually, I'm actually thinking about changing my name to my gamer name.
King Diaz 92.
No, King Diaz Live, bro. King Diaz Live.
That's what's up, bro.
I had to change it on my Twitch and stuff like that. But yes, you can follow me on right now on Instagram, G_King Ernesto.
Sneaky Snake 92.
Definitely follow the Water Report on Instagram.
And Water Report 1 on Twitter.
Water Report 1 on Twitter. On your what's your Twitter?
Oh, Shy_Win 92.
There you go. For me, it's King Diaz Live. Follow the Twitch, Water_Report. Follow my Twitch, King Diaz Live. But anything else, man? Anything else you want to close it off with?
I don't know. Just expect different camera angles, and I got a couple friends I want to bring on and just have conversations, and we'll have like in this kind of like format, like kind of like not so much like article-y stuff that we pull up, just like literally conversations.
You know what, dude? You know what I was thinking about? I think this couch needs to go. The table needs to come in.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna change up a little scenery.
We need more lighting.
I was thinking
that
about
should be fixed in the next week or so.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. But we're just signing off now. Thank you for watching the Water Report.
Peace, y'all. Peace.